Here we are. Time to do this. All done. Now where'd Floyd run off to? And that's all of that for those. So that's all of that. Exactly. Okay. So, presumably, goes. Means it's time to sell yet another one of these houses. Let's see, which one is... Find a level 4 one that's in a good... To sell a level 4 house. There we go. All set. So with that, let's see. That'll be... That's like 30, 40 houses? Yeah. See, this will be 8 hours, and I will collect that later. Alright, cool. Working on getting a bunch of houses to level 9. Since, you know, realistically, level 10 takes 12 hours and will kind of get in the way of stuff. But level 9 is almost as good as level 10, and I can do level 10 later. And the speed at which I get these prestiges soon be faster than it currently is. Soon be fast enough. I'll be building houses every day. Something like that. Currently, I think it's a prestige every couple of days. So I don't have any bars or gears currently. I think that means I will turn these off for now. We'll of course check on the boss spawns, but I doubt there will be any bosses spawned in, so that will be that. See, what else do I want to have more of? More of these guys. That's a good idea. Those guys are good. It's about 6,000 steel. I will be fine with that. I want to do this? Yes, I do want to do this real quickly. And I want to get these things promoted. At this point. Because they are rank 5 currently. And getting into rank 6 will be quite a... it'll honestly take quite a while. Everything takes quite a while at this point. Aside from the few units that are like basic trooper. That guy only takes 15k SP to max out. Rather than, you know, 350k like one of these trebuchets. $15k versus 350k is quite a extreme difference. Like, sheer volume scale. So it's going to take a while. Yeah. But once I get those maxed out, I'll be able to use the raptor attack, and suddenly things will be easier. You know, supposedly. There is nothing here, alright. Check on the sandworm. There is a sandworm. Alright, sandworm, what are you gonna do? I'm going to kill half my units, because you're good at killing units. That is what I expect. We'll put a fence down as well. Dual sandworms will take out the armor instantaneously. Not quite to the point where a single sandworm can take out the armor yet, but you know, close. Versus the sandworms. Sandworms just need like 1 or 2 more ranks. They're rank 4, so I guess 2 more ranks would max them out. Still. Alright, we've got the acid attack there. I'm gonna keep using the drills until I... Well, there goes that unit. Fortunately, this other one on the front here did not get obliterated by that acid. So, we win. Or I should say I win. And a big chunk of SP. And then, what else is there? I'm gonna go look on the ocean. There does appear to be Dreadnought. So I will fight this and Kraken as well. Fought these things so many times at this point. That's a bit annoying. That is a bit annoying. But honestly, the less attacks the Dreadnought makes, the better. Since the less attacks it makes, the less it will probably, probably the less stuff will die. Unless it makes one of those attacks. Those attacks always end something. It's just how they work. That's a bit... 271? I think I survive it. I think they'll survive. I think the ships will survive. Hopefully. One can hope, after all. Okay, this one's quite low. 2 more hits, I think? Yeah, 2 more. And it took out that one, I guess, so that's unfortunate. Let's see here, so we got this, that. So that will attack next. Weaken it a little bit. And now it will die. Goodbye, submarine. Well, not too much in the way of income sort of thing there. And over here for this boss, I have to chew through as much of its health as possible. And then roll the dice whenever it uses the acid attack. See, that was a bad roll. That was not a bad roll. Ugh. Can't speak sometimes. Half the time when I can speak, somehow gets cut off by the audio thing. Even if I'm talking pretty clearly, pretty loud, sometimes it'll just take a single part of one word, cut it out. But that's better, I think, and less annoying in the long run, than having every single sound in the entire house come through the microphone. Because that did happen, or that used to happen, back before I set up the noise cancellation stuff. Or suppression? I don't know if it's cancellation or suppression, but it is one of those two. It is one of those two. Okay, the boats are taking more damage than I would like. Armor is nearly gone. Once the armor is gone, then I don't really need the boats to stay alive, but it would be nice to have them stay alive just to not lose the steel. That's the way I look at things. And they do way more damage without the armor. Way more damage. They'll crit 200. Tentacles will do 300. How close is it? 1,200 health. Well, make that 700 now. There goes the boat. That's only 600. 2 attacks. Tentacles. And it will be over. Would be nice if the tentacles could rank up past rank 4. Because they're capped at rank 4 until we reach account level 70. So, you know, it would be nice, right? Okay, time to spend 4,000 steel. Some of that. Another 800 steel. Spend another 750 and a widget, which is the expensive part. Yeah, the expensive part of that. And then, what do I do now? I look at my units. I tell myself, what are you doing? And then I realize that I should probably get to that SP grind once again. No matter how much I don't know. This thing is actually getting pretty close to rank 6, so that might be nice to look into at some point. These, not that close. These, of course, not that close either. I could rank up the groupers, but I don't want to. I should finish up the Dexter fragment, actually. Why don't I do that right now? Oh, but I want to get the SP for the Trebs in here, too. The Dexters aren't that great at killing, are they? I think I can manage with this. I think I can manage with this. Yeah, should be fine. Got rid of the big threat guy back there. No, I don't like that game. I'm going to restart. Forget that these guys actually can pose a threat sometimes, because the trebuchets are not fireproof. So I will have to take that guy out rather than... Well, I think I can roll the dice a couple times at least. Long enough to take out a couple of other guys first. And then I can take him out with acid. Oh, come on! Still got to attack anyways? Okay, we'll take out this guy. I want to damage... Well, actually, I want to make sure the flame guy doesn't get to attack again. Because I don't like the flame guy. Murder these two guys, presumably. It's kind of a little bit rough. Yeah, we'll get rid of this guy. He can backstab. Backstabs are not very nice either. Do a little bit of damage and they leave it at 1 health. It did actually. Amazing. Maybe what I do is I bring a couple nomads and a Dexter, and I ignore the trebuchets for now. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Why not? This will make the battle faster. Speed is nice. Let me get 2 battles done in the time it took that. 2 battles done in the time it took to do 1. And I'm not one to say no to multiple battles done. Yeah. Now, it's gonna take quite a few battles to actually get there. I have so many sandworms here on my base. So little raiders. I've only killed like 2 raider encounters. Maybe 3 or something. And I'm already looking at sandworm land or something. Okay, that was a mistake. I should have used the other attack on a different boat, of course. Because, leaving stuff at 1 health is exactly what I don't want to be doing. Leaving stuff at 1 health is exactly what I don't want to be doing. Somehow I end up doing that quite often. I'm just skilled or something. Okay, well I don't want to fight the sandworms. I hate fighting the sandworms. Like, honestly speaking. they basically just suck. Okay, that's annoying, but I will accept it as my mistake. And not make this mistake again. Dodge, amazing. Well, he attacked, so that's all I need from him. Dexter did attack. Alright, 5 sandworms and 2 reef bandits. My favorites. I want to take the Dexters out and do, like, critter encounters. Not really, honestly. Okay, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to end this, and it will be clearly the most amazing video. Farewell.